Saying, I finished the school in a job interview can quietly cost you the job, and almost nobody ever corrects you. Hi everyone, welcome back to English Everyday Show. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Jake, and today we're fixing that sentence, because it happens way more than you'd think.
The interviewer stopped typing, looked up over the top of her laptop and said, Sorry, you graduated what? And Elena just froze. 12 full seconds of silence in a marketing interview in downtown Chicago.
12 seconds is a lifetime in an interview.
It really is. So, let me back up. Elena's English is good. She reads industry reports in English. She watches American shows without subtitles. She'd practiced this exact interview with me twice the week before. And then the woman across the table asked her the easiest question in the whole conversation. Tell me about your educational background. And Elena said, I finished the university in 2019, and I have a bachelor about marketing.
She was so close, though, painfully close.
3 tiny words sitting in the wrong place, that's all it was. Not her grammar overall, not her vocabulary, not her accent. 3 words. And that's exactly what we're taking apart today.
So here's the plan, in 3 parts. Part A is your past, your school, your degree, how you say where you studied, without it sounding translated. Part B is right now, the class you're taking, the test you're dreading, how your studying is actually going. And Part C is your opinion, because sooner or later, somebody asks you whether school was even worth it.
15 pocket words, 9 broken sentences we fix on the spot, and at the very end, 1 role play that uses all 3 parts at once. Stay for that one. It's the whole episode in 90 seconds. Let's start with the sentence that broke Elena's interview, because it's really 2 mistakes stacked on top of each other. The first one is the degree. In English, a degree is always in a subject, never about a subject. So it's, I have a degree in marketing, or a degree in early childhood education. The word about makes it sound like you wrote 1 essay on it, not like you spent 4 years on it. And name the level, a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or just my bachelor's, with the S, always.
That S is the part people drop. They say, I have a bachelor, and it just hangs there.
It hangs there because bachelor alone means an unmarried man.
Right. So maybe not the impression you want in an interview, but there's a shortcut, and I honestly like it better than the degree sentence. Talk about the subject instead. I majored in marketing. 1 verb, done. Major is the verb for your main subject in college. I majored in biology, she majored in music. And if you're still in school, you flip it to the present. I'm majoring in computer science.
Mistake number 2 is the year. Elena said, I finished the university in 2019, and 2 things are going wrong there. 1, it's the past, so we need the past, graduated. 2, we almost never say the university like that in American English.
Okay, so what's the repaired version?
I graduated from the University of Illinois in 2019. Graduated from the school, not graduated the school, not graduated at, from. And then in plus the year. That whole sentence is a template. Drop in your own school and your own year, and it works every time.
And if you didn't go to college, the template still works, because the American system has a name for every stage. Elementary school is roughly ages 5 to 10, middle school 11 to 13, high school 14 to 18, and high school is the one people trip on, because I finished the high school doesn't take a the, just I finished high school. Or better, I graduated from high school in 2015.
After that, it's college or grad school. And in American English, college and university get used almost interchangeably in everyday speech.
They do. I say, I went to college, even though the place was officially a university and nobody has ever blinked.
Last piece. What if you're a student right now? Then you're in the present, and you've got 2 options. Option 1 uses the year names. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I'm a sophomore at Ohio State. Option 2 is simpler. I'm studying nursing at Ohio State. Studying at a place, not in a place.
And that little at is the difference between sounding fluent and sounding translated.
Pocket words. 5 for part A, and number 1 is the word we've been leaning on all episode. Degree.
The qualification you get when you finish college. She has a degree in psychology.
Number 2. Backwards. Sentence first. My major was history, but I took a lot of art classes. So, what's a major?
Your main subject, the one on the diploma.
Exactly. 3 is graduate. The verb, to finish a program. I graduate in May, which we've said 6 times already today.
4 is campus, and I'm taking this one because I loved mine. The campus is the physical grounds of a school. The buildings, the grass, the terrible parking. I lived on campus my first year. And then 5, which I did not get, scholarship.
Money the school gives you so you don't pay tuition. He got a full scholarship to Michigan.
And I have a monthly payment that proves it.
Smooth it out. I say it wrong, you fix it. Number 1. I graduated the high school.
One thing missing, one thing extra. Drop the, add from. I graduated from high school.
Number 2, you've already met once today. I have a bachelor about marketing.
Sorry, I feel bad laughing at Elena.
Don't. She laughs about it now. It's, I have a bachelor's degree in marketing. Bachelor's with the S. And in, not about.
Last one, and I hear this one constantly. Someone tells me, I learned in Boston University.
Learned is what happens inside your head. For the building, use studied and use at. I studied at Boston University.
Or just skip the whole problem entirely. I went to Boston University. 4 words, always correct. 0 prepositions to get wrong.
Role play time. You're the interviewer, I'm the candidate, and it's the exact same question Elena got.
So, tell me a little about your educational background.
Sure. I graduated from Michigan State in 2018, and I majored in graphic design. I actually started out in business and switched after my first year.
Interesting. What made you switch?
Honestly, one class. I took a typography class as a freshman, and I could not stop thinking about it. So I changed my major, and I stayed an extra semester to finish the degree.
Did you live on campus?
All 4 years. 5, technically, because of that extra semester I just mentioned.
That was clearer than your resume, which I am looking at right now and physically cannot read.
That's the font, Jake. That's a design choice.
That's a cry for help in 11-point type. Quick thing before part B. Everything we just did was the past. But the question that actually makes people freeze isn't what did you study? It's, so, what are you learning right now? Present tense. Completely different words.
And a completely different set of mistakes. Hit subscribe before we get there. My friend Priya is a nurse in Austin, and last fall she started an online accounting course, 2 classes a week, after 12-hour shifts. And every single time I asked her how it was going, she gave me the same 4 words. It is very difficult.
True, and completely useless as a sentence.
Totally useless. So let's hand her some better options, starting with the basic one. If you're learning something right now, the natural pattern is, I'm taking plus the class. I'm taking an accounting course. I'm taking a Spanish class on Tuesdays. Notice it's the present continuous, because it's in progress. If it's a work qualification instead of a class, we say, I'm working on my certification, or I'm working toward my license.
And people always want to say, I'm learning accounting, which isn't wrong, it's just vaguer. I'm taking a course, tells me there's a schedule, a teacher, a real thing in your calendar.
Second cluster, how you actually study. Give a number and a rhythm. I study for about an hour a night. I study on the train. I do a little every morning before work. Then there are 2 phrases you'll use constantly. Go over means to review something you've already seen. I go over my notes on Sundays. And cram means to study everything at the last possible second. The night before, panicking.
Which is what I did for 4 straight years, so I feel deeply qualified to teach that one.
Third cluster is tests. And this is where you can sound really natural fast. Before the test, I have a test coming up. I have finals next week. After the test, you've got a whole scale. If it went great, I aced it. If it went fine, I passed. If it barely went, I barely passed. And everyone will laugh with you. And for a specific grade, we use got plus the letter I got a B on it. Not I took a B, got.
And then there's the honest one, which is the part Priya was missing, because sometimes it isn't going well, and you still need words for that. I'm falling behind in accounting means the class is moving faster than you are. It's not my strongest subject is the polite, adult way to say you're bad at something without putting yourself down, and I'm still getting the hang of it means you're improving, but you're not there yet. And honestly, that's the most useful sentence in this entire episode.
It's the one I want you to steal, because it is very difficult ends the conversation, and I'm still getting the hang of it keeps it going.
5 new pocket words, and I'll start with a confession sentence. I crammed the entire night before my final and remembered none of it.
So, cram. To study a huge amount in a very short time, usually at the last minute. Not a compliment, but extremely common. Number 2, assignment.
Any piece of work your teacher gives you, homework, an essay, a project, we have 3 assignments due this week, and writing right alongside it. Number 3, deadline.
The date something is due. The deadline is Friday at midnight.
A phrase I associate with pure fear.
Number 4 is the happy one, ace, to do extremely well on a test. She aced her chemistry final. And 5 is the opposite of happy, so it's yours.
Fall behind, to get slower than the schedule. I got sick and fell behind in 2 classes.
3 more, and these 3 are absolute classics. Number 1, I make my homework every night.
Very common, very small fix. We don't make homework, we do it. I do my homework every night.
Right, you make dinner, you make coffee, but you do homework and you do your assignments. Number 2, I have exam on Monday.
The missing an exam is countable, so it needs an article. I have an exam on Monday.
Or, I have a test on Monday. Same idea. Last one, and I hear this one a lot from strong speakers. I passed at my quiz.
No preposition needed. Pass takes the object directly. I passed my quiz. Same with fail. I failed my quiz, which unfortunately is also a sentence I have said out loud.
Break room at work. I'm your coworker. You're taking a night class.
Hey, how's the class going?
Ugh, rough month. I fell behind after I got sick, and I've got 2 assignments due Friday.
Ooh, are you going to make the deadline?
I have to. She doesn't take anything late. So I'm going over the readings tonight, and then I'll just cram the rest of it tomorrow morning.
Rough. How did the last test go?
I barely passed. Got a C-.
Hey, a pass is a pass, and nobody ever asks you about it later.
That's what I keep telling myself. Math has never been my strongest subject, but I'm slowly getting the hang of it.
Well, if it helps at all, I failed this exact class back in 2009.
That does not help. That is the opposite of help. Quick homework, and I do mean 1 sentence. In the comments, write. Right now, I'm learning blank because blank. Full sentence, both halves. We read them.
And then stay, because in part C, somebody asks you the awkward question, was your degree actually worth it? My Uncle Dave is 52 and lives outside Portland, and 4 years ago he taught himself Excel on YouTube. Not a class, not a certificate, a laptop at the kitchen table after work. He runs the scheduling for a whole construction company now.
And the reason that story matters here is that people will ask you about it. Do you think college is necessary? Was it worth it? And that's a different skill from describing your school. That's opinion English.
So the first thing you need is a way to open an opinion, and please, not according to me. That's not a phrase in English. Use personally I think. That's your safest one. Or the way I see it, which sounds a little more confident. Or honestly I'd say, which is what I use when I'm about to be blunt about something.
And notice all 3 of them soften the sentence before you even say the opinion. English speakers do that constantly. We wrap the opinion in padding.
That's opener number 1. Second thing is disagreeing, because if somebody tells you college is a waste of money and you think that's nonsense, you don't lead with no, you're wrong.
You lead with agreement, then turn. The phrase is, I see what you mean, but you acknowledge them first. Then you say your actual thing. I see what you mean, but my degree got me my first job. There's also, it depends, really, which is the most useful non-answer in the language. It buys you 3 seconds, and it's almost always true.
Third piece, comparing how you learn. This is where people get stuck at school is good, YouTube is good, and it goes nowhere. Give it a shape instead. Hands-on learning works better for me than lectures. That's a real opinion. Or, I learn faster by doing than by reading. Or flip it. I actually liked lectures. I need someone to explain it out loud first.
And the fourth piece is the Uncle Dave piece, learning outside of school. If you learn something on your own, you're self-taught. I'm a self-taught photographer. If you learned it casually, without studying, you picked it up. I picked up Portuguese from my neighbors. No class, no textbook, just absorbed it.
And the sentence he says to everybody, which I've now heard maybe 40 times, it's never too late. He learned a whole career at 48. Every time somebody at a party tells him they're too old to start something, that's what he says, and then he shows them a spreadsheet.
Which is exactly the right amount of proud, I think. 5 final pocket words, and then Jake and I have an argument. Self-taught, you learned it yourself, no teacher. He's a self-taught guitarist.
Then hands-on, learning by physically doing the thing. The course was really hands-on. We built an engine.
3 is a phrasal verb, and a friendly one. Pick up. To learn something informally, without studying, I picked up a little Italian on vacation.
4, worth it. Good enough to justify the time or the money you put in. The course was expensive, but it was worth it.
And number 5. Jake, defend this one. Overrated.
Overrated means people praise something more than it deserves. And I'll say it, for a lot of jobs, the 4-year degree is overrated.
We are absolutely getting comments about that one.
Good, that's the point.
Last 3 fixes. Number 1 is the one Jake already banned. According to me, school is very important.
According to is for other sources, never for you. According to the study, according to my doctor, according to the news. For yourself, personally, I think school is really important.
Number 2, and this one is everywhere, in every country. I agree with you.
Agree is already the verb. It doesn't need any help. No am, no is. Just I agree with you. Cross out that little am forever.
And number 3, which is my favorite trap in the entire English language, I'm interested in learning design.
Meaning you personally are a fascinating human being.
Flattering, but no. You're interested, with an E-D. Things are interesting. People are interested. I'm interested in learning design.
Coffee shop. We're friends, and we're about to disagree very politely.
So I've been thinking about going back to school for a master's.
Honestly, I'd say it's overrated. Nobody's ever asked to see my diploma.
I see what you mean, but in my field they check. You literally can't apply without it.
Okay, that's fair. It depends on the field, and I keep forgetting that mine barely has rules.
Okay, so what would you do instead, if you were me?
Something hands-on. I'm self-taught in everything I actually use at work. I picked all of it up on the job.
And it worked out for you.
It did, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you it works for everybody, because it really doesn't.
So was your degree worth it?
Ask me after the loan is paid off.
All right, everything at once. Neighborhood barbecue. You just moved in. I'm the neighbor who asks too many questions.
So you're the whole episode.
I'm the whole episode. Here we go. So, what did you study?
I graduated from Arizona State in 2014, and I majored in urban planning.
Oh, nice. Did you like it?
I did, but it wasn't my strongest subject at first. I fell behind my whole first year, and I crammed for everything.
And you're still in that field?
Sort of. I'm taking a night course in data analysis right now, because half the job is spreadsheets, and nobody warned me.
How's that going?
I have a test coming up on Thursday, so ask me Friday. I'm still getting the hang of it, but I like it. It's very hands-on.
Can I ask you something? Do you think the degree was worth it?
Personally, yes. For me, it got me in the door. But I see what people mean when they say it's overrated. My best coworker is completely self-taught. She picked up everything on the job in about 2 years.
So it depends.
It depends. It's never too late, and it's never the only road.
That was beautiful. Also, your burger is on fire.
And scene.
Quick recap. Part A, you're passed. Graduated from a school, in a year, with a degree in a subject. Part B. You're present. Taking a course, going over your notes, a test coming up, still getting the hang of it. Part C. Your opinion. Personally, I think. I see what you mean, but self-taught, worth it.
And next episode, we're staying right in this neighborhood because half of the education conversation is really about money, tuition, loans, scholarships. Next up, how to talk about money in English. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and send it to the friend who says, I am agree with you.
Send it kindly. Practice one sentence out loud today. Just one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.